should be doing as leaders, but you're busy and forget. We need handy reminders to get us back on track, and that is what we will look at in today's show. Welcome back to Year 4 of this weekly edition every Friday of the Japan Business Mastery Show. I'm your host, Dr. Rick Story, Dale Carnegie franchise owner Tokyo, master trainer, president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. Zaeigo is the Japanese translation of Japan Sales Mastery. My new book is Stop Wasting Money on Training, or in Japanese, トレーニングでお金を無駄にするのはやめましょう. We are bringing the show to you from our studio in the High Performance Center in Akasaka in Minatoku, the business center of Tokyo. This is episode number 174, and we are talking about get real when leading. Before we get going, a quick word from our sponsor.
If you want to be successful as a leader, do the Leadership Training for Managers course. All companies need people who can both manage and lead. Leading people screams out for real skills in communication, dealing with all different types of people, being excellent at innovation, planning, delegation, handling mistakes, doing performance reviews really well, and inspiring and motivating the team. Do the Leadership Training for Managers course now in either Japanese or English. Are you doing business with Japan? Do you really know how things work? Japan Business Mastery provides the answers. Do you have the right networks and know how to create them? Do you know how to get on the same wavelength with Japanese buyers? Do you know what being trustworthy looks like from the Japanese perspective? Japan Business Mastery is based on more than 30 years' experience in Japan and will become your go-to guide. Want to succeed in Japan? Buy Japan Business Mastery now.
Welcome back. Okay, now it's time for the show. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. Get real, R-E-A-L, when leading. We love acronyms. They are handy though. And this one, R-E-A-L, is short and serviceable to describe best practice leadership attributes. R-E-A-L is composed of these key elements: reliable, empathetic, aspirational, and learner. Reliable is an obvious choice, and though much upheld in principle, tends to break down in practice. Managing upwards is a buzzword for describing how to deal with one's boss. It used to be called sucking up to the boss to get ahead. Reliable, however, is an attribute that leads to trust only when the staff observe that what is said is actually done, the promises are kept, and that their own personal development is being given a high priority. What's in it for me is a common human frailty. Bosses who keep this in mind when making sure the organization and individual goals of their staff are aligned get more loyalty and more accomplished. Misunderstandings arise, usually traced back to poor communication. Empathetic is closely linked to listening skills. Taking the viewpoint of the other person is difficult if we don't know what that viewpoint is. The Japanese expression, kuki o yomu, is summing up the real situation. It's a great phrase to explain empathy. What is being said is important, but more often, what isn't being said is where all the insight is buried. Busy bosses, though, don't have much time to get below the surface calm of the workplace. Some don't care. Get me the numbers or else. If we want to know what is really going on and what people are really thinking, we have to spend time and work at it. Successful bosses have good awareness and confidence to communicate they really do care about their people. Aspirational reflects ideas about grasping the bigger picture. hovering above the melee of the everyday, see the vision being realized far on the horizon. It means communicating beyond this quarter's goals and placing each individual's role in terms of their contribution to the bigger goal. The framed glass protects the vision statement, ceremoniously hung on the wall. While it may not fade in the sunlight, it fades in the collective memory. No one can recite it, let alone live it, so it is as meaningful as the flower arrangement on the reception desk. The leader has to inject the ideas and concepts involved into terms that resonate with each person individually. Learning gets nods of approval, but many executives have had 1 year of experience 30 times rather than 30 years of experience. Their views are still locked away in a metal vault for which they have lost the key. Too busy to learn. Busy working in their business rather than on their business. Well-informed yet ignorant because they lack perspective and acuity. If we aren't prepared to permanently kill our darlings, our favourite ideas and concepts, we must be prepared to risk falling behind, trampled by our competitors. REAL is easy to remember, and that at least is a start to actually realising its power. We know all of these things, we just forget or get too busy to do them. We should change that.
I hope you enjoyed today's show, and so please subscribe to it on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Hit the little bell icon to receive update notifications. Our website details are on screen now. dale-carnegie.co.jp. It's awesome value, so check it out. We try to offer as much value as possible, so you might also enjoy our other shows. In fact, we're releasing content 6 days a week. By the way, how many companies, let alone training companies in Japan, are doing that, do you suppose? Answer, just one. Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training. Now for podcasts, Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, Tuesday for the Presentation Japan series, and every second Tuesday for the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show, Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series, Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday for the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays for Japan's top business interviews, wherever you get your podcast. For TV shows, Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, every second Thursday we release the Business Pro Television Show, every Friday the Japan Business Mastery Show, and every Saturday Japan's top business interviews on YouTube. We appreciate your support, and please let others know about it so they can benefit too. We want to make a contribution to helping people, and please join us in that endeavour. Our training mantra is, we are 100% committed to using our soft skills training to transform your career and business. Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training are in your corner here in Nippon.
In episode number 175, we're talking about why we need some showmanship in sales. Onegai itashimasu. Please join me next week to master business here, because that is what we all want, isn't it? Japan Business Mastery.